So we are going to upload our first episode. So this is going to assume that we have already recorded our intro, content, outro. We've compiled those together. If you need help with doing that before you start this step, great. Go watch one of my other videos and you guys can learn how to do that. Now we are going to set up an account. So we're going to go to podcasters.spotify.com. You see the URL right up there. Okay. You're going to have to log in. You're going to probably have to create something. I use my email to log in. So when I click on that, it's going to take me over to, this used to be Anchor. Now it's been purchased by Spotify. So this is a free place to upload our iPods. There are some restrictions. You do not have to pay any money for it. But here we go. We're at home. I'm going to go to my settings just to show you where everything is. So I'm going to go to my podcast settings. This is where I'll put in the name of my podcast. You will have much more than one sentence to describe what your podcast is. This is what people are going to read before they actually download or listen to your episode. So you want to be detailed to tell them what type of information you are going to provide them with, what they're going to get out of the podcast, who you are. This is your artwork right here. So make sure that gets updated. Category, that'll help people find your podcast. Language, this is how you can share your podcast here. So you can edit your URL if you'd like to. This is what you're going to actually submit to me next week so I can start listening and grading these. If you had a website that you did a video of recording your podcast, just like the Kelsey brothers do, for New Heights, you could put in your URL there so people have easy access to it. And moving on, once we have all that, make sure you hit save and we're good there. And then the next thing to do is to upload your episode, right? So I did not mean to do that. Yes, delete this episode. So we'll presume that I have no episode created. I will click on that. I will drop my audio file, whatever that is. It's got to be MP4, WAV, MP3, so on and so forth. Give your episode a title, right? So how I'd like you guys to do this is we're just going to say episode 1 and then whatever you are talking about in this episode. So let's say mine's the St. James Sports Podcast and we're giving updates. So let's do varsity golf at Eagles Landing, right? That's our EKL number 1. So I'll give all the updates about how all the girls did at varsity golf. It's actually today, that's why I'm not here. And then I would tell you what are we going to do? Well, we're playing here. We're playing at this time. This is the first EKL tournament. This is the second one, second tournament of the season. We'll get all the updates of who placed, who got first, where we're at for going into the second leg of EKL. And then you can tell me when you want to publish it. You can publish it now. You can schedule it for later. Mine's an update, so I want to get that information out as soon as possible. So I would probably click now if I had the content already created. No, it should not contain explicit content. Any additional details, different stuff like that, you can definitely add these things in if you would like to. But we put episode 1 on here and told us what we were doing, right? We hit next, and we're going to go ahead and publish, and it's great. There's your episode 1, all right? So call to action. Go upload your first episode, create your account, upload your artwork, all of that stuff, and let's get going.